Good day, Tamers. Welcome back to some fun times with me, Gator Swiftly. And let's just jump into this, as you guys probably just want a shorter video today. And I'm going to try and give it to you. So, as we've seen, we've got new alternate arts for the memory boost, which all look really good. And have kind of been putting me at ease with the yellow card till today. And we also got access to all of the evolutions. We've got Siriusmon, Amphimon, Shin Monzamon, Gairabimon, other Espimon, Proximamon, as well as Octorusmon. And I think these are going to be the only ones that we know about from the set, just because the set itself is so small, and I believe it's a 38 card set. To me, having 7 alt arts makes sense, as well as having the additional memory boosts. Now, we are going to get alt art Tamers, as in the 3 main protagonists, as well as the 3 main protagonist Digimon. Now, they come as box uppers, so I expect the next few days, that's what's going to be our cards of the day reveals. And then we're going to have a week off, we're going to release the set, and then around the start of February, I think we're going to see BT13 come into action, and then we shall see what Royal Knight support we're going to get. Hopefully Alpha gets some good stuff, and then hopefully the few of the things that we haven't seen for a while, Leopardmon, Cantorus, they get some nice support, or at least some generic support that they can use, as well as an access to, obviously, the more fan-friendly stuff, such as All-Force, Gallopmon, Magna X if you're more of a Vmon fan. Omnimon will technically get support in this because he is a Royal Knight. Darker sides to this, they could look at the X antibodies for the cards that don't have X antibodies lit, which would make sense for the other Royal Knights that, again, don't see a lot of support. They did just reprint Cranimon in the RB set, so I'm kind of expecting them to either do a X antibody Cranny, or Cranimon's going to then digivolve into Kingdrasil. We shall see what happens to that. So, the main part of this video is the food stuff. So, as it was coming out, obviously I was looking, it goes, the red one. They're just red Digimon, just eating some meat. Blue card comes out, just some blue Digimon, fishing for some meat, get that seafood going. Yellow one comes out, and I'm looking around, I'm like, this is meant to be sexual, right? This has got to be a sexy thing. Like, I can't figure out what this is about. This is like, just angel wings and tits. Like, I can't figure out what this thing is. So, like, brain's just like, no, it's not happening. And then the green card comes out. Yeah, we're farming the meat. This makes sense. This is what they do in Digimon. This is what they do in the games, where you go to the farm and you essentially harvest meat. That sounds really awful. YouTube algorithm, please try and pick up that this isn't, a murder scene. Then we got the black card revealed. And I'm like, oh, that's easy. It's consuming media. It's consuming television. You're eating what's given to you from the media. Makes sense. It's still about food. And the purple one came out today, and I was like, yeah, I guess the purple one and the yellow one are the odd ones out. They're not food related. They're not based on like what the last one was, which seems to be just food. It was really cool. And then someone goes, oh, it's about eating time. Because all the Digimon we see there are ancient. They've just essentially eaten up all the time of the other Digimon because they're so old. I was like, okay, yeah, eating time, that makes sense. Then I was going back and looking at the other cards, like, still can't figure what this card is. It's just got to be, a naughty card. Like, there's obviously something here. And then Dracmon. I'm looking at Dracmon, I was like, she's got 2 books. Is she hungry for knowledge? And that's the only thing I've had to go on, is like, she has to be hungry for knowledge. And that's the thing that she's interested in. So, with yellow, black, and purple being the odd ones out in terms of, like, not the standard all this food, but a play on words. Actually, they did really well, and I'm actually happy that the yellow one isn't sexual. With the alt arts, though, I think they look really nice. I think they've done a fantastic job. People are complaining that Amphi's not looking that great, but I think it's a good-looking card. I love the rabbit one. I think that looks really good. It makes the original art different enough that it still looks very unique on its own. Sirius is just a very weird-looking Digimon because he's got like quite a chibi-sized head for his body. I don't know if that's because they couldn't proportion him correctly. He was meant to be like slim and slender, with like obviously gun arms and swords, and he just has like a weird sized head to go with like the gun arms, so like they kind of like meshes out, but it just like compacts his body. It looks very weird to me. Octorusmon looks fantastic. He's just a cool looking dragon dude. Like, you can't forgive him. Proximamon looks fantastic. He looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh boss, to be honest. He looks weirdly cool and antagonistic. He does look really cool. Shin looks like nightmare fuel. I hate it because I don't want teddy bear nightmares. And then we also got access to the Hover Espimon, which I'm looking forward to. We haven't got the original Espimon promo card in English yet. And to be fair, I don't know if we know when we're going to get it. So that could be interesting in the future that we just find it when we can. The only thing we need to know now is when are we going to get this set. Now, some people have said like maybe we'll get like a little side set thing where it's a tin or another gift box and you get a chance of obviously pulling everything from the gift box. Maybe it's 5 packs for 20 quid. Get some promos, or instead of promos you get access to the box toppers as promos. And go from there. I think that's a good idea in a sense that like maybe they don't want to reprint things for us because for us it's only been 2 years. Well, Japan, a lot of these cards are from year 0, which is 3 years ago for them now. So for them, they are further withdrawn from the situation. And to a degree, it makes sense. The card market isn't necessarily dried up. There are some cards that do definitely need reprints just because they are expensive. But all in all, they're not too hard to get hold of. With that being said, though, this could be a really good set to get new people into the game. Just because, hey, look, I'm going to go crack open a box of this. I don't need much from it. I essentially just want the alt arts and some of the new stuff. Do you want to get some of the, let's say, Magna Angies from me? The alt arts look really nice because it's the alternate texture that we get in the structure decks. So it's got that little like fingerprint texture, which I think is really nice. It's not the greatest texture, but it's a nice enough texture foil that goes, ooh, shiny. So maybe people were interested in that. There's not a lot of cards from the old stuff that people really need besides maybe Tamers. Again, for people who want to get access to Tai. Tai is still a stupidly expensive card. Davis isn't that expensive. I don't think he's actually in this set. I don't think he is. But if he is, he's not too expensive now. You can get hold of him. Again, if you're new to the game, you're looking to play any blue or green decks, grab Davises where you can while they are cheap. There's Matt's in there. I don't think Matt's super expensive, but he's just not on the market very often. So it's nice to get access to the early Matt again, the purple Matt. And everything else is what it is. Mimi's are in there as well. Mimi's are pretty good to get hold of because she's, again, not super expensive, but the market is drying up a little bit, and in the future, there'll be less in the market. And she's just a good card for green. The only thing that I'm kind of annoyed about, not really annoyed, the only thing I've noticed that I would have liked in this is the secondary promo Gammon, the one that came in the TP set. I'd have loved if we could have had that in here as a reprint. Not necessarily an alt-art reprint, just reprinted so we get easy access to it. It was out for a very short time in the English meta, so I'm hoping that they may smush it in there if we do get the box of the tin into the English stuff, just because of how awkward it was to get to hold of. Some people are also thinking we're going to get our own brand new version of this, for more cards that are more relevant to today, which would also be quite nice. But at the same time, I don't necessarily think so, because it would seem too much work for them to have a whole different system and change around. As Bandai does all its work from Japan, it's not like there's a TCG center in America or Europe and then they do all that stuff and they deal with it, unlike in other card games. But no, just a little short one. I think they've done a really nice job, and again, I do think we're going to see just the box toppers from now. After this comes out in Japan, we'll see a little bit of BT13, and then we'll probably get an announcement possibly after BT11 pops up for us. And they'll go, oh hey, look, in summer, so probably like August time when there's a little bit of a quiet period, because that's after EX4 for us. I think EX4 comes out in June, and then we're meant to get BT13, I think September. So yeah, either at the end of July or beginning of August time. Oh, here's the reprint set. Actually, there's a few differences because obviously we realise that you guys don't need all this guff that essentially isn't rare for you guys because we printed quite a lot of it and you guys just put it on the market. But alt art cards are nice, shinies are nice, as the set's a full shiny set. But yeah, that's it. Just my thoughts. I think they've done a really nice job with these alts. I think they've done a really good job of the box in general. Most of it's going to be just extra jank, but it's upgraded shiny jank. So if you're like me, you should be enjoying it yourselves. So we'll see you guys next time. Thank you for being here, and see you for the next short. Peace out. Bye.